This is Heather of Henna by Heather, here to do a PSA for you on the dangers of black henna. Black henna is not actually henna. I had someone request that I do a video showing you how to do it, but I can't because I cannot stand behind the practice of what people use to do this black henna. It's actually a very strong chemical hair dye that's used in high concentrations and then applied to the skin. And it leaves a black design on your skin, which you might think is cool, until if you're one of the unlucky people who have an allergic reaction to it, you might end up with a scar in the shape of your henna design. The PPD, black hair dye, which is used to make this supposed black henna, is really not something that you want to be putting on your skin, just due to the fact that it could have this really adverse reaction to it. So please don't do black henna. We will do some videos showing you alternatives to black henna if you want black body art, and I will also at one point do a video showing you how to get the darkest possible henna color from natural henna, but I will not be showing you how to do black henna. So please pass it on to your friends. If you ever see anyone doing this black henna, be very wary. I figure I'll mention some of the possible other things you could use to get a black or blackish color out of temporary body art, just to give you some ideas so that even just watching this video you feel like you have some options. For one, natural henna is pretty, just use that. But if you're not convinced by that, there is black temporary tattoo paint. My favorite is Temptu, which is Temptu. The Dura Inks that they sell are really high quality and last well compared to the other ones that I've tried. They're just painted on with an alcohol. They're alcohol based, so you put a little alcohol on your brush and you paint it on. And you put baby powder over it. It's a lot like what airbrush tattoos are done with usually, but when you're painting it on with the brush, you can get a lot more fine detail and creative control out of it. Also there are, there are other black temporary body paints. Try those if you don't like the Temptu, but don't try PPD. You can also try jagua. Some people say jagua, which is from a plant. It's a fruit from the Amazon region in Brazil, and I don't really like using this. There are a wide variety of reasons why I don't like jagua. Number one is that it doesn't work that well. I've tried it from 3 different suppliers, and it always is disappointing in color. It's never like tattoo black. It's like a bluish gray at best. So the color is really disappointing. So from an artistic perspective, color is disappointing, and it's very like gelish and really annoying to work with. But from a health perspective, there's a lot more reports of allergies to the jagua than there ever have been for henna on the henna artist forums that I read. So that's not a good thing. And also, it's harvested from the Amazonian rainforest, and I personally don't want there to be yet another reason for people to be in the Amazonian rainforest pillaging the resources. So I'm not really down with that. So that's why I don't use jagua, and I kind of recommend that you don't either. But if you want to, then give it a try. It's still better than PPD, but marginally, I don't know. So, alright, your other option that I just tried this past week with my friend Liz is called hijab. Hijab is probably more correct. Khidab. I'll put a link to our experiments about that in her blog. They're really her experiments about it, and I tagged along for one of them. Basically, our experience with hijab is that it seems really cool when you first use it. It goes on and it looks really black and really nice. We had no allergic reactions. We were very pleased. We were very upset that other people had said that it was bad and gave people bad allergic reactions when it didn't do anything to us. But lo and behold, a few days later, we got reddish irritations around the hijab, and I got like weird scaliness on my skin. It's getting better. It's not a permanent problem, but the contact dermatitis was in full effect. So, can't really recommend the hijab. The source that we used was from a woman in Germany. There are probably other people who make it slightly differently. Maybe that's different. But generally, she seems to have done her research and prepared it in a very traditional, kind of good way, but it was harmful to at least 3 of the people who tried it in our circle, our little mini trial set of 4. So that's a lot. The hijab, in case you'd like to know, is gall ink. It's something that comes from when wasps plant, lay their eggs in oak trees, and like little tumor things grow around the eggs, and you pick those. They're like little balls, and you mix them up with copper oxide and sal ammoniac, which don't sound that good, those 2 things, and you make this paint. So we don't really like the hijab either. What I used to do before I did any henna at all was just use black sharpies. And it seems that even though my mom warned me of ink poisoning and such, black sharpies might be the way to go. I mean, the Temptu and other high quality body paint kinds of things are better, but they are expensive. Really expensive compared to the henna. And sharpies don't last that long, but they last almost as long as the Temptu. They're definitely not FDA approved for use on your skin. You shouldn't use them professionally on other people, which I have seen people doing. Not recommended. But to just do on yourself, it's something to consider. But I'm not actually endorsing that you do that. The only thing I actually strongly recommend as body paint is those Temptu Dura Inks. You can also just use regular body paint that will last you until it just washes away, like a Snazaroo or Mayron or something like that, like face paint stuff. But it's gone really quickly. But you can get like a tattoo look out of the body paints easily. So that is my black henna PSA. Sorry if you thought you were going to learn how to do black henna in this video. I wish you luck with whatever other kinds of body art you might try. I recommend that you stick with the henna, as it is all natural and could even be organic, and it's generally very safe, as long as you're using pure henna and good essential oils. So, okay, there we go. There's your black henna PSA. Don't use PPD, hair dye. No, that is the end. Thank you.